a soft sky, down a quiet street. At times when you were all by your side, how did you feel? Alone or lonely? In this episode, let's understand the difference. This is Mind Shift Memoirs Episode 2, Alone or Lonely.
Excuse me. हाँ, पहला सीढ़ी जो है यहाँ से जो जाके आपको पहला सीढ़ी मिलेगा वही है। हाँ हाँ।
Alone or lonely? It's a quiet question, one we often ask ourselves in the stillness, especially when the world outside feels distant and the world within starts to whisper. Loneliness aches. It is an emptiness, a silent yearning to be seen, to be held. It's being among people, yet feeling invisible. But aloneness, it's different. Aloneness is chosen, a quiet refuge. Not absence, but presence. It's you meeting yourself in stillness. We live in a world that rarely slows down. A world that tells us we must always be connected, always available, always doing. And in that constant stream of activity, we start to believe that stillness means we're falling behind, that silence means we're not enough. But let's pause and look deeper. Psychologists have found that intentional solitude is good for us. In moments of solitude, our brain isn't being pulled in 1,000 directions. Instead, it starts to process, to reflect, to restore.
It's okay, darling.
So how can you embrace this intentional solitude? Start by taking yourself on a self-date, a walk through the park, a quiet coffee shop, visit to a museum, or simply spend time journaling and reading a book that moves you. They say it isn't about being antisocial, it's about reconnecting with yourself so that you can show up more fully in your relationships and daily life. Our prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain responsible for decision making and emotional regulation, actually benefits from downtime. The nervous system shifts from fight or flight to rest and digest. Stress hormones lower, creativity flows, we start to hear our inner voice again, the one that gets drowned out by daily noise. And beyond science, there's something deeply human, deeply spiritual about solitude. Ever heard of connecting to a tree ritual? They call it a good practice for mental and immune health. Firstly, place your hands on the tree, close your eyes, feel your unwanted energy flow into the tree and down into the earth as light. Then hug the tree, eyes closed. Receive the calm and grounding energy into you. Some of the greatest thinkers, artists, and healers embraced solitude not as loneliness but as clarity. Thoreau retreated to the woods. Virginia Woolf wrote about a room of one's own. Even nature withdraws. Seasons of stillness, like winter, are essential for rebirth. The poet Rumi once said, "There's a voice that doesn't use words. Listen." That voice can't be heard in chaos. It needs silence. It needs space. It needs solitude. So why do we fear being alone? Maybe because we've forgotten how to sit with ourselves. We're taught to seek comfort outside, to find joy in other people, in constant movements, in screens and scrolls. But joy, true joy, doesn't always need to be loud. Sometimes it's a quiet moment by the lake, gathering blossoms beneath the trees, a song hummed softly with no audience, and a journal filled with thoughts that don't need to be shared. When you allow yourself to be alone intentionally, you begin to notice the little things. The quiet hum of a lakeside cafe, a bird at ease, how beautiful each creation is, the way light reflects on water, flowers swaying, geese eagerly gathering for food, and in that quiet moment, you hear it, the rhythm of your breath, steady, alive, reminding you being alone isn't empty, it's full of life, full of presence, full of you. Solitude becomes a quiet symphony of simple wonders. You don't need to fill every silence with sound. You don't need to rush through your own company. Let it be slow, let it be soft, let it be sacred. Take yourself on a self-date. Read something that speaks to your soul. Write something raw and unfiltered. Feed the birds, watch the sky, play that instrument. Make yourself a drink that feels like a hug. Because that's the beauty of solitude. It gives you back to yourself. You are not lonely. You are becoming. You are realigning. You are learning to listen to what your heart has been trying to say it all along. That you are not lacking, you are not lost, and you are not empty. You are whole, you are worthy, you are enough. So next time you find yourself alone, don't rush to escape. Don't panic. Don't numb. Don't scroll. Because sometimes being alone isn't about being without others. It's about remembering that your own presence is a gift, a privilege.
Space, girl, show me the stars. You know the galaxies of my heart. Girl, cause you make me cry when we kiss our days in the sky. We can see in the sky. Space, girl, so lunar place.
This was Mind-Shift Memoirs Episode 2, Alone or Lonely. Let me leave you with this. Lonely aches, while alone reflects.